On the Origin of Species was written by who?
Pass.
Who was the host of The Tonight Show from 1962 to 1992?
Johnny Carson.
How many colors are there in a rainbow?
5.
There are approximately 86 of these children's toys for every person on Earth. What is it?
Pass.
What is aerophobia the fear of?
Aerophobia. Pass.
On the Origin of Species was written by who?
Charles Darwin.
There are approximately 86 of these children's toys for every person on Earth. What is it?
86. Jax.
What is aerophobia the fear of?
Dirty air.
Time.
Man, if I had $1 for every kid I saw playing with jacks these days, I mean, everywhere you go.
Oh, man, talk about a random question.
But you know what? Their decomposition rate is really slow, and that was
Must
probably
be.
America's #1 toy in the 40s.
What's the half-life of a plastic jack?
It's got to last forever. They used to be made out of metal, so
Edward, hold on.
could be anything.
So the round for Edward Spagedward has been recorded. Let's get the mate in.
Okay, waving her in. I got the time down. Hello, Maitlynn.
Mainland, welcome back to the studio. How was your time in the hallway?
For the record, it's on this time.
Thank you.
Maitlyn, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Your turn on Dumber Than the Show trivia begins in 3, 2, 1. On the Origin of Species was written by who?
Pass.
Who was the host of The Tonight Show from 1962 to 1992?
Johnny Carson.
How many colors are there in a rainbow?
7.
There are approximately 86 of these children's toys for every person on Earth.
Pass.
What is it? What is aerophobia the fear of?
Pass.
On the Origin of Species was written by who?
Pass.
There are approximately 86 of these children's toys for every person on Earth. What is it?
Lego.
What is aerophobia the fear of?
Smooth lines.
Time.
I was
Was
thinking
that
like
smooth lines?
yeah,
Smooth line.
like aerodynamics.
Oh, okay.
Kind of.
Gotcha.
I guess.
That was the song with that hot girl and... Oh, no, Blurred
Oh
Lines.
yeah, that's that rapey one.
Yeah. Straight Lines was a Neil Diamond song.
And no one attractive was in it.
No.
All right, let's get Edward Spagedward back on here, and we are going to score this game. Welcome back, Edward. How you feeling?
Oh, not good.
Okay.
Legos was a great answer.
I don't know.
TBD.
I mean, you might have said the same thing.
To
Maitlynn,
be determined.
His guess was a great answer, too. Don't get excited.
And the rainbow one, I knew it was wrong as soon as I said 5.
Well,
I knew it was
that's-
7.
All right, stop it,
Hey
showbiz.
there.
Yeah.
Spoilers, man. Come on.
Hush up, P.T. Barnum.
It's so much easier when you're not doing it.
All right, question number 1. On the Origin of Species was written by who? Edward passed. Maitlyn passed. Edward came back and said Charles Darwin. Maitlyn passed again. Charles
Oh.
Darwin is correct. Edward leads 1-0.
He works at a college.
Man, he seems every bit of it.
Yeah, I bet you that was why he got that one.
Yeah.
All the Darwin
Yeah.
talk as he's about campus.
All the time he's mowing around people with books.
Yeah, we're talking to. Well, apparently, we're talking to Will Hunting.
According to Maitlyn.
he's doing math problems on the blackboard.
It is better to lose to Will Hunting.
Yeah.
Number 2, who was the host of The Tonight Show from 1962 to 1992? Edward said Johnny Carson. Maitlyn also said Johnny Carson. That is correct, Johnny Carson. Edward leads 2-1. This may be a turning point in the game right here. How many
Yeah,
colors are
yeah.
there in a rainbow? Edward
over.
quickly said 5. Maitlyn took her time to, I'm assuming, count out Roy G. Biv.
Sure did.
Came up with 7. 7 is correct. We are tied at 2.
Edward, what happened on that? You run out of fingers?
Yeah, I ran out of fingers. I couldn't get my hand out of the glove in time for the 7th.
Do your gloves only have 4 fingers?
They're mittens.
Yeah, they're mittens. They're 2-finger gloves.
All right, so we're tied at 2. Next up, what is aerophobia the fear of? Edward passed, came back to it and said dirty air.
Ooh.
Maitlyn said smooth lines, like aerodynamic. I guess you were kind of on the right path. It's flying. So
Oh,
planes, they're
they
aerodynamic,
should fly smooth.
yeah, right?
Otherwise, it's scary.
We're tied at 2. Final question. There are approximately 86 of these children's toys for every person on Earth. What is it? Edward passed.
Legos.
Maitlyn passed. Edward came back and said Jacks.
Are you laughing because of how many of those you see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maitlyn took an alternate route. She thought about it for a second and then said Lego bricks. That was a good choice.
Oh!
86 Lego bricks for every person on Earth. Maitlyn wins 3-2.
I don't believe that. I'm walking through the house in the dark. I step on jacks all the time. All of our kids love jacks.
So many jacks. I mean, honestly, thank God those went out of favor. Because it's so bad when you step on a Lego brick. Imagine stepping on jacks in the dark.
Yeah, kids just sitting around jacking it everywhere. It's terrible.
Yeah, just jack.
You don't wanna step
all
on
over
that.
the place.
How are the times?
Not even very close. 102 for Edward and 46 for Maitlyn.
Ooh.
Edward, what time is it where you're at? 4:20?
It might as well be 420. Jeez, Luis. I like to play with my jacks when I'm reading Charles Darwin.
Okay.
Yeah, how did you get that?
I know. What a
Edward,
pull.
you're a lot of fun. Thanks for playing, bud.
All right, thank you, guys.
You got
See
it.
you, man.
I like to play with my jacks.
Darwin.